We begin tonight with Vice President Kamala Harris, now the presumptive Democratic nominee for president. ABC News now reporting she has secured the delegate support she needs. And just in tonight, the new national poll showing this has already become a very close race. A Reuters Ipsos poll taken after President Biden dropped out tonight showing Vice President Harris leading Donald Trump by 2 points nationally. Of course, it is very early, and it all comes down to the battleground states. But one thing is for sure tonight, this change is shaking up the race, and it's already close. The vice president taking the stage at her first campaign rally just outside Milwaukee, where Donald Trump accepted the Republican nomination just 5 days ago, telling the enthusiastic crowd of thousands there that as a former attorney general, she's ready to, in her words, prosecute the case against Donald Trump. Framing this election as a choice, she said a country with freedom, compassion, and the rule of law, or one of chaos, fear, and hate. Tonight, Donald Trump's reaction to Vice President Harris and ABC News with new reporting here on Harris's possible running mate. Here's our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce, leading us off from Milwaukee.
With her party firmly united behind her, tonight Kamala Harris hitting the campaign trail for the first time as the presumptive Democratic nominee, heading straight for battleground Wisconsin. Greeting her, a crowd of thousands, bigger than any President Biden has had during this campaign.
Do we want to live in a country of freedom, compassion, and rule of law? Or a country of chaos, fear, and hate?
Harris reminding voters that as the former Attorney General of California, she's uniquely qualified to prosecute the case against Donald Trump.
I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
For months, Harris has been hammering Trump on abortion. The former president has bragged about appointing 3 of the justices who overturned Roe v. Wade.
We who believe in reproductive freedom will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans because we trust women to make decisions about their own body and not have their government tell them what to do.
But Harris also leaning into the kitchen table issues on the minds of so many voters.
Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency. Because here's the thing we all here, Wisconsin, know. When our middle class is strong, America is strong.
Trump has been off the trail since Saturday. On a call with reporters this afternoon, he went on the attack.
She's the same as Biden, but much more radical.
But he did say he's willing to debate her.
I think debating's important for a presidential race. I really do. I think that you have to you sort of have an obligation to debate. If you're the candidate of the Republican Party.
And Harris says bring it on.
In this campaign, I promise you, I will proudly put my record against his any day of the week.
So let's bring in Mary Bruce. She's live in Milwaukee tonight. Mary, obviously still very early, but we did mention off the top here this new poll just out tonight. It's getting a lot of attention. The new Reuters Ipsos poll taken after President Biden dropped out of the race. You see the numbers there showing Vice President Kamala Harris leading Donald Trump by 2 points among registered voters nationally, 44% to 42%. But Mary, you and I well know it'll all come down to a handful of key battleground states, and that's where Kamala Harris's selection of a running mate could come into play here. I know you and the team have been reporting this out all day. Where does the search for a running mate stand tonight?
Well, David, tonight we are told that the vetting process is now underway. Sources telling our John Carl there are now 4 names on that list. They are Josh Shapiro, the popular governor of must-win Pennsylvania, Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina, elected twice in a state that we know the campaign has been eyeing and investing in heavily, Senator Mark Kelly of critical Arizona. He's the only senator on the list, a former astronaut. He, of course, is married to former Congresswoman Gabby Giffords, and Andy Beshear, the popular moderate governor in the traditional red state of Kentucky. Now, other names could certainly be added to that list, but tonight, a senior administration source telling our Martha Raddatz that as of now, Shapiro and Kelly are the leading candidates. David.
Josh Shapiro, Mark Kelly appear to be at the top of the list, according to sources and Martha Raddatz tonight. Mary, Martha, and John all reporting this out. Mary, thank you leading us off tonight.